Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the LSU Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers offense will come out first. Now, guys, let's not forget, last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
The run inside. It's Levis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Smalls. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Right on the money. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, at this point in the season, you're probably out if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Soft spot in the middle. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He just threw it away on 4th down. I get not wanting to have the turnover, but I think he'd want to keep that one alive a little longer. The Bulldogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass.
Here we go. Ready? Go, go. Go, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, But high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Petty. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Reads it, fires complete. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Finding an escape route. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Hill. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Oh, what a move. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Plows through the defense. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking for a man. It's Petty. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldog. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Using his legs, it's Levis. There's a crease. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Bring in the heat. Fires downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch in the end zone. Who cares about double coverage? Just get it in there. Give your guy a chance. And it worked out that time.
And the receiver would definitely agree with you. It's a little bit risky, throw it in traffic, but trust your guy. You know, he's going to go up, make a play in the end zone. You can tell you've thrown that ball to him, and you trust him, and he goes and rewards you for it.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Back to throw, it's Petty. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Dalton. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. First play of the drive wants to throw. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
Makes the catch. It's Wade. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. Oh, he's got some space. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Under fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. Back to pass on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. LSU lining up first and goal. Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want.
It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Here's a little room there. The 20. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Mississippi State.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Wade. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Big play like but a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Back to throw, it's Petty. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move. On target over the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
First and 10 from their own 15-yard line. He goes right back to the air. Looking left. It's caught. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout the season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today and hopefully in these later moments in the season when you go win a Heisman.
LSU with the first and 10 here. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to quit the field position with the return. Off play action on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab deep. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. To the air. It's Petty. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Takes the easy completion. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this one is perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Send the tight end in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. It's complete on the right side. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the #1 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's USC with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. Moves them to 7-1 on the year, an awfully good start so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey, guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half,
running inside, it's Hill. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
Makes the grab in their space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Petty. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Right back to the well. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Gives it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On target. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. LSU quick to the line.
This guy reminds me a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Worley. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And he muffs it, a loose football.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Gets open down the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's caught downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Rush is on him. Running to his left. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Back to throw, it's Petty. Makes a grab and room to run. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. He's at the and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And after that critical pick six, this game feels a whole lot different. That quarterback is kicking himself right now. He knew after that drive, it started so well, they had an opportunity, David, to add to their lead and feel a whole lot more comfortable. It just takes one play, and all of a sudden, the opponent is right back in this thing.
And the defense had to have a play. They had to have something go their way. They had to get a stop. Not only do they get the stop and say, hey, we're going to limit the damage, they get the turnover. They get the touchdown. This game just got completely flipped. This defense made the play they had to make.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. So now it's second and long. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. To the air, it's Petty. Here comes the heat. Finds his man down the middle. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. On the move, it's Levis. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to it. There's some room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Smalls. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. So we open the final period with a third down play. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down. They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Sellers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Petty. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldog. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punted it.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the two-point try. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. That's reeled in. It's Smalls. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes the grab. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. LSU right back to the line.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. The AT unit on the field.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a production. Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Grant behind the line. It's Sellers. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, it's complete. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Pulls it in. It's Dalton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. This would be a monumental upset, a season-making victory, but on the other hand, top 10, lose one like this could ruin everything. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. For this team that came into this game ranked in the top 10. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The run inside. It's Hill. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Jacobs. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's got it. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. He's got him. On the move at the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And how about this drive? Like, this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out.
Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to pass. It's Petty. He's got it. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. It comes down to this. 1 more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. There's a long and storied history of great games between these 2 rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really